この番組はご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りします。
Your everyday gaming nerd has arrived. SacredEdge is here and I am here in Akihabara. Again, today I am going to be your tour guide and I'm going to share all the places that I've been to in this place called home, which is Akihabara, and everyone loves to stay in Akihabara for one obvious reason: anime, cosplay, and figurines. And I forgot to mention maids and stuff. So yeah. So what part of Akihabara is this, you may ask? This is the exit part, where you can see the Sega logo over there, and the other side, which is the Gundam and the AKB48 cafe, which is pretty self-explanatory, but at least it's something. It is something that I want to try out in the future someday. But alas, this area is pretty much full at the moment, so it's worthless for me to wait, so yeah. But for now, I just had to tour you in several areas in Akihabara, so yeah. And I forgot to mention why there's a lot of people around here. So because of one obvious reason, which is an special event coming from the AKB48 cafe, and I have no idea who are they. Sorry guys, I'm not really an idol guy, so yeah, forgive me for saying that. Oh god, I wish I give my time for most of the AKB ones, or the Love Life, or the Idol Master ones, so yeah, you guys get the point of that kind of thing, so yeah. First up, Akiba Radio Kaikon. As you can see, this area has all of it. But in this area, you saw this senzu beads and most of the Love Life goods, and a lot of Akiba goods such as t-shirts and stuff. So yeah, cookies or noodles or whatever, all those kind of stuff. As you can all see, most of the anime characters have their own set of cookies, which is pretty nice. From Dragon Ball Z, One Piece, Love Life, Anohana, and most of the others ones such as Steingate. And to be honest, I have no idea what are they, because I'm pretty outdated when it comes to today's anime. Maybe I'm still living in the past, which is very sad in my case. Shame on me, shame on me. Love Life is still a thing in Japan, despite all of the girls already disbanded. But I hope that I just got myself into this kind of thing. But yeah, which is pretty sad in my case, to be honest, about that. And I heard that there's a game on it, which is the Love Live game, PlayStation Vita, and the Android iOS game. And I heard that the newest one will be on coming, which is the Love Live Sunshine, which everyone's looking forward to. And I just hope that everyone wins over the newest music that I already saw on Facebook most of the time. So in the second floor of Tokyo Radio Kaikon, you'll see a lot of figurines in this video. As you can all see, there's a good amount of figurine inside of this window. And I really wanted to buy one, but one major problem. If you've noticed everything in this video, the price tag is pretty expensive. Some of them are pretty decent because some of them are a bunch of kids' toys, such as Kamen Rider goods or Super Sentai goods. You'll see that. And the other biggest example is that some figurines is insanely expensive. You'll see a lot of it. For example, for the likes of Digimon, SH Figure Arts one, like D Arts, or especially Figma, and you'll see a lot of them here. If you ever went to this kind of area, please avoid it at all costs. Go to the other shop in Akihabara, not in this kind of shop, because it is completely expensive. So there. But there's a lot of figurines that's pretty decent in this particular area. But my greatest take is that you just have to be practical on your own budget. So yeah, I have nothing to against those kinds of figurines, to be honest with you guys, but some of the figurine price tag is completely ridiculous. But I have no problem with it. I mean, figurines are not cheap nowadays, right? Because most of the plastics are pretty expensive nowadays. But I just have to be so precise with the price tag, just like what it should be on the description in the main store, especially for the likes of Good Smile Company, of course, those kinds of stuff. But I have never seen such figurine sells this much, like so extremely expensive. I have nothing to against those kinds of figurines, to be honest, but you'll be the judge. If you want to see the real price tag of it, feel free to search it up for yourself. But as of now, I am not quite ready for the price tag of that, but yeah. To be perfectly example of the price tag it should be, you must have to go to the Mandarake. Go to Mandarake. You have seen most of the figurine there at a nice price tag. So if you ever head to Akihabara, feel free to go to Mandarake. Go to Mandarake. It is pretty cheap there, and I hope that you manage to go there. If you manage to go here in the first place, that is. Long story short, check the price tag first at the other shop and you're fine with it. There. Trading card game, or mostly TCG for short, is still a big thing in Japan. From the likes of Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Duel Monsters or Magic the Gathering, most of it, including the anime card game, which is known as the Waste card. I do have some Waste card, but I don't know what to use with it, and I don't know how to play with it. I only know Pokemon and the Yu-Gi-Oh! Ones, and I haven't played majority of the Magic card games, so fuck me, right? But majority of Japanese people love card games, majority of them. And I don't know what card they usually play, but majority of them mostly play the likes of Waste card. But never mind that, they build a stronger bond by playing a card with a total strangers, and that's what the greatest strength is. Card game is love, card game is life. So I decided to go outside of the Tokyo Radio Kaikan for a bit of time because there's a lot of floors, and yeah. And then there's a lot of figurines right here, which is outside. Just like the case in the second floor of Tokyo Radio Kaikan, there's much the same thing, but sometimes you're lucky if you get figurines which is cheaper, and then yeah, a lot of stuff, but with food and drinks, stickers and stuff. You'll see a lot of it there. And I'm freaking overwhelmed by a shit tons of figurines and stuff. Oh my god, there's a lot of them. Sword Art Online did not suck because of the fan base. The Sword Art Online sucks because it fails to be a good anime. Terrible storytelling, lack of character development, and all those stuff. It's too bad. Really bad. And I hated it. Welcome to the first part of Akihabara. Now you will see a lot of stuff that you probably gonna look forward to. And there's a lot of things you wanted to see, like shit tons of arcades, games, and all of it, including figurines. But for now, I'll just have to tour you in one specific area that I wanted to show you. So eat a juice, drink a food, lots of tacos, and a lot of tacos. So yeah, look forward to that. Oh look, it's maid-san! And I'm pretty sure a lot of people were probably gonna say, oh, it has a dick. Damn. If you're completely curious on why I show most of the figurine here, is because that I've always wanted to be a toy reviewer. Originally, before I became a gaming channel, which is my channel by the way, I've always wanted to become a toy reviewer. I have a lot of toys in my house and that I wanted to show and at least review for all of you. But the only problem is some people are not interested in toy reviewing. More or less, but I know a lot of people rather like games and stuff, which is understandable. I know toys are really expensive nowadays, like mostly people can only afford buying a shitty bootleg toys or at least Chinese quality toys, which actually makes sense. I mean, how expensive is a toy nowadays? But again, I've always wanted to become a toy reviewer. But I wish I could upload some of the videos, and I hope that you guys enjoyed it. If I manage to upload it nowadays, I will tell you. If I manage to upload that thing, I've wanted to tell you. I will upload it someday, but now it's not a time for that. And I understand that it pretty is straightforward in my perspective. But I wanted to have it more fun and humor and stuff. But I hope in the future that I will upload it someday. So as of now, I'm going back to my usual program, which is visiting here in Akihabara. But yeah, as you can see right here, there's a lot of arcade here. Most of the UFO catchers are completely bullshit, which is pretty impossible in my perspective. But yeah, but at least it's really easy for you. But it's easy for you to say, but some of the UFO catchers are pretty easy, but not exactly the easiest route you wanted to see. But sometimes it always goes from RNG and most of the shitty RNG's shit. Well, I hope that you manage to win one, so yeah, hooray. If you manage to win one, hooray! Oh, I guess I talked too much about something. My bad. Anyway, in this area is known as traders. You can buy most of the anime CDs, DVDs, and Blu-rays. Same goes as the games as well. But the biggest one is that you can buy most of them used. Sometimes most used games cost like $1. It's like 100 yen, for God's sake. It's like you're buying some stuff, but let alone do that. But you can see in this, it's too cheap. You can buy it like 100 yen. Xbox games or Xbox 360 games, PS3 games, PS2 games. But bad news that most of them are pretty much of shovelware titles, which is pretty sad. It's sad. Really, it's so sad. If you just noticed it just now, I can already tell you that most of the titles are pretty much about shovelware titles. It makes sense, that's why you don't want to buy that kind of game, so... But still, there's a lot of good games there. It's like that one. But hey, it's better than paying a shit tons of money for old games. So, why not buy that for a change? Oh come on, you know that. Platinum for the win. I know a lot of people will probably hate me right now, so yeah. We're not actually supporting the industry. We're just pirating because everything is expensive as fuck. That's why we like things for free, because practical is practical. But the saddest thing is, the industry itself is suffering. With bad sales and pretty bad payment, that's why it makes sense that they pretty much taking down videos on YouTube, which is most of the anime videos and stuff. But it's our fault. Let's be honest here. It is our fault. If the anime industry dies, it's completely our fault, and we're all party in the blame here. Well, they did release some stuff like the dub ones, but little do we know, they pretty much throw it in the garbage can because dub is garbage, sub is for life. Those kinds of extremist anime fanbase. To be honest, most of the dubs are not that bad. You just pretty much overlook it. That's why you like the overpitched anime voice actresses, but yeah, I just hope that none of those kind of bullshit just messing around with those kind of stuff. I just hope that we learn to support and not to be a complete assholes when it comes to dubs. And I know weeaboos will be weeaboos, which is pretty sad. This area right here is Taito Game Center. You'll see a lot of UFO here, just like in Sega arcade games. Since Sega carries a lot of Love Life goods, which is, I just hope, oh yeah, it is, sorry, I just confused that. Love Life has a lot of figurines there, since it was owned, I don't know, it was owned by Sega or something. But here in Taito, you can see a lot of Final Fantasy goods right here. And some anime from which I never realized that Tsuneo is in the anime as well. There are 7 of other Tsuneos, god damn it. Most of the stuff, you'll see a lot of UFO catchers. Some are from Final Fantasy XIV Online, some others, but I have never know who the heck are the other ones. But if you see it closely, there's a lot of them. But to be honest, I'm just saying things again and again and again and again and again because there's a lot of them, really. This is pretty much what Akihabara is. But the problem is with Sega Arcade Center, some of the arcades are way too expensive. For example, most of the normal price of the UFO catcher is 100 yen. But however, in that is 200 yen, which is BS. I have to be honest, this is BS. But here, it's still 100 yen here, which is alright. And I hope that they did, just like the thing there. And at the end of the day, I can't win single shit from here, which is terrible. Terrible, really. And I just hope that things became good in this kind of stuff. Oh yeah, most of the arcades are pretty easy if you know what you're doing. That's why most of the professional stuff are doing somewhere. And I just hope that we would win someday. If you want to go here, go check it out and have fun with it. Dissidia Arcade is a one badass game. It's pretty fun if you play with like 2 of your friends and fight all the enemies online. But too bad the console version is not yet released, which is a bummer. And I heard that Team Ninja is pretty much implementing it. I just hope that in this upcoming E3, I hope that they released it, like right now. I wanted that game right now in my PS4, god damn it! If you manage to go here, just buy a Nisika card and play this damn game. Trust me, it's better that way. Japanese arcade gaming is still a big thing in Japan. Well, obviously because people in Japan are having fun in arcade every weekend. There's shit tons of people every weekend. Compare to other people in other countries, which is, it makes sense in other countries. The thing is, it's pretty massive compared to the other people playing it on a consoles and a PC. Arcade community is still a biggest hit in most people in the next generation. That's why my best friend gave me his PS4, because he lost interest in it. Because of most of the games in the arcade, which makes sense, and he's always playing Dissidia Final Fantasy. Not just Dissidia Final Fantasy, a shit tons of UFO catcher, even though he didn't end up getting most of the prizes there. But at least he's having fun with it. And I'm happy for him. And also the real reason is that he's gonna study Japanese, which is an obvious answer, because communication is the key to learn Japanese and stuff. I just hope that I learned full Japanese as well. I just hope that is the case. But at the end of the day, arcade gaming is still a fun thing in and outside Japan. I just hope that all of us walk outside and play arcade with our friends and have fun with it. The biggest hit in Japanese arcade is the music game. Oh, one question. Does any of the music game from Konami still releasing outside Japan? I'm really curious about your answer. I heard that the Philippines got the UDX, which is pretty awesome, and I hope that they also release Ju-Beat outside Japan. If you wanted to, try playing the iOS or the Android version. I heard that they still got one in those games, in the application, so yeah. This area right here is known as G-Tune. This is a gaming PC/laptop shop where you can play and buy at the same time. If you like the laptop or the PC, you can always just buy it. But that's not what I'm here for. the most interesting thing about it, this kind of area, is that you can play the game. Like literally, you don't need to pay for or rent at least anything of the PC. Just sit down, play the damn game, and you're always good to go. Trust me, that works just like in most other way. But the problem is that the games is pretty much limited there. From at least 5 games are available there, so. But hey, at least free games! Free games, everyone! Yeah! Now, if only I could play Black Desert Online on English, but too fucking bad because the region lock is so annoying as fuck! Why does it have something to do with freaking region lock? Come on, man! I wanted to play this in freaking English! Come on, man! This game is amazing! Come on! This area right here is a dodging shop. You can buy dodging games, and it's also a cafeteria. You can buy food and stuff there, so I'm not gonna go in there because there's naked anime girl right there. So yeah, moving on. Level 8 shop is just like G-Tune, but with laptop gaming and most of the gaming peripherals that I've always wanted one. Fun fact, I've always wanted to buy a laptop or a desktop there. Since there's one near in my town, which is in Kawasaki, I changed my mind. I just had to buy here. And there's a lot of interesting game here as well, and I wanted to play this. But one problem though, Windows 10. Windows 10. God damn it. Well, at the end of the day, it's still a cool PC shop, but if only I could downgrade it to 7, I'll be completely good with it. Now, I hope you all enjoyed this tour, and I hope I see you in part 2. But before I end this video, here is the giveaway. Now, if you wanted to join this giveaway, feel free to go to this website at the description below. Now, go to this description below and hope you win 3,000 yen worth of Steam games. Well, time to wrap this video. Again, thank you very much for 100 subscribers. We are in 100 subscribers now, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I'm really happy, but I don't know how to repay your all goodness for this video, for this day. Again, this is the only way to make it up for all of you. I hope all of you join this contest so I could give you the 3,000 worth of items that you wanted, that you really wanted. Either Steam games or gift cards, anything. So, what are you waiting for? Go to the link to the description below. So, until then, see ya!